Hi guys. Today's topic is old school, new school, and we're on the things of change and positive change. And get to the point. I think school, as it was designed whatever years ago, does not work for the masses anymore. I believe that school was designed originally for the average crowd of learner who would kind of grow up and make money in Wall Street and stuff like that, and it doesn't work anymore. The person who's the kid you say is average, or the general learner, has changed, and I think the way the education system is not conducive to good learning in the current situation of learners. What needs to happen is get away from the bog standard box type education, and more into creative alternative learning structures. If you go into a classroom currently today, or you think of class, it is rows and columns of kids looking up at a teacher, and if you're old enough, from I would say 11 or so, I'm not quite sure on the exact age, you're sitting there bored into your skull and just can't understand why you're there. But if you think back a bit younger, to 6 years old or 7, you want to go to school. It's exciting, it's invigorating to go see your friends and learn, and wow. And I believe that the learner or the pupil that is not interested in school, and kind of walks out of class or kind of fails because they're just bored, it's more it's they need to be there, need to be drawn to learn and to understand more. I'll be the first to say, and probably my teacher would be second, that I didn't have the most amazing school learning experience. My social life and friends, I think, was cool and fine and enjoy that, but I hated the exams. The way of testing a person on that moment. What happens if they're sick, man? What happens if they've been up all night and I don't know, they weren't eating because they forgot or something like that, and then they come there and their brain's not functioning correctly? Well, then you're going to blame, oh, you should have done this or you should have done that, and you get your minus marks, and that's it. You're stuck with the marks. I think it should be a progressive learning stage, where you obviously marked over time and over a period of time, similar to a driving test. Man, there's one opportunity to get this driving test right, and if you don't, then you're utter failure. You can't drive in it. And so in some cases, it's good to put pressure on and say, you need to aim for this, you need to go for the goals. But I think there needs to be a balance. I mean, I don't know if you can hear my frustration with the system currently. You meet kids that are just not interested in school and just don't want to be there, and just we want to get out and see the world immediately. And I don't know, I think if you don't prepare a child in some way to meet the world, then there's problems. You come out there and all the problems that you see people facing later on in life, or the decisions that they make, some of part of it is played by lack of the correct education. And one of the things I think the teacher's responsible for is making the class lively, that the teacher wants to be there. I mean, if the teacher's teaching the same thing 20 years over, why would you want to be there? What is interesting for the teacher to teach you? And what's going to say, oh, I really don't care about this anymore because there's no substance anymore. And so I really call for a change in schooling system. And I don't think you can't just look at changing education. You have to look at the whole system of what does a person actually need. Do they need educating? If yes, how, why, what? It's a whole concept that needs to mindset change. Should a person be learning music and art first, and then reading and writing second? Maybe logic in chess or in field games or whatever. Should they be building skate ramps like in a movie for engineering? Maybe pools and they can go swimming in, so like the kids are doing it and stuff. How should it be done, or what should be changed? Um, you know, I don't think the government's doing enough. There was a TV series, and I tried to think about it a few times, where they got kids that were just not in the school system and really failed and stuff, and they got the best teachers from wherever, I don't know, America or the UK, wherever it was situated, and it collapsed and failed. If you know the TV series, please comment below, tell me which one it was. It failed because the kids were still not interested. They were still not wanting to learn. It wasn't exciting for them. Why? They're sitting in a classroom. I don't care, the best teacher nominated for what else, whatever. You need to change the concept of how you're getting the information through, and then keep changing and keep making it interesting. I mean, don't keep this thing the same 3 years running. Change it, or whatever the case may be. The modern age, modern society has changed. Kids are growing up has changed. Technology is there. Adverts are popping up, and the whole time throwing people's attention span crazily wayward. And it's not their fault. It's the modern age. This is what we live in. We need to adapt and make the system a lot better. Firstly for our youth and for ourselves, and a legacy that we need to be giving to the future kids and the future generations.